I think the match is ready.
You think so?
We're gonna try. We're gonna try. Hold on, let me chat.
Yeah, chat with him. Chat him up. Brenda Fly, am I going to be able to watch this fucking show? You think?
Not if you didn't pay the $11 to upgrade, bro.
Yeah. Did Molly fix the QR code for you?
I don't think she's fixed the QR code for me yet.
Why don't you just upgrade it, man?
I try. Like, well, how do I do that though? That's the situation. If they don't tell me, here's how you upgrade.
You ask Molly.
No, you can't ask Molly because Molly already said no. Did you not listen to Tots?
Oh no, I didn't get the Tots yet this week.
Molly said no.
I get to upgrade.
So do it, bro.
You got
go on your Hulu. Go on Hulu.com, log in, go to your subscriptions, and add ESPN Unlimited or whatever the fuck it's called.
I have to do it through Hulu?
Oh, Hulu? I don't know. Disney? I don't know. My whole thing is through Hulu. I have the Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN bundle.
I like that. Okay.
All right. I think he's ready.
You think so? All right. Well,
he said, let's try it.
All right. Well, if we're going to try it, we can try it. Bring him in.
Oh, he's there.
I think it's working.
Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah, Mr.
Like, all right, I hear you. We got all kinds of technical difficulty here in the garage. Yeah. My main man, my best friend, I'm about to pop him in the noggin. I understand a little conflict, a little bit of contempt, familiarity, but he's doing his best. And I'm going to keep my cool, even though Macho Manitoban gets hit under the collar. Yeah. Nice to meet you. That must be Brundo right there. Yeah. How you doing, Brundo? What's up, brother? Yeah, dig it. Who's that?
That's Handsome Kevin.
Handsome Kevin. I don't care about the damn echo. I can hear them. They can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right.
No
Get all
echo.
your damn trinkets away from me. And I'd like to say for a moment, my good friend Corey Draper there's feeling a little stressed because of technical. So I want him to know that we love him. And it's not his fault. Don't worry about it, brother. It's okay. He's got a lot of, a lot of things going on. So we're just going to roll like this. Is this copacetic with you wizards?
Yes, sir.
Gonna have the Manitoban mega powers exploding there.
Oh yeah, I saw the lust in his eyes from my manager right there. As a matter of fact, I chased him out of the garage. Come back, Corey. I'm nothing without you. Come back. Uh-oh, I just lost my best friend. Blam! Right there, yeah. Uh-huh. Now I got two managers. All right, so that's Brundo, and then Handsome what?
He's the Serpent of Pleasure.
The Serpent of
Pleasure. Okay. SP. And who's over here? It's like the Brady Bunch. Who's over there? Yeah.
That's Double T.
Double T. Yeah. Five time. I heard you guys. You guys don't appreciate the Booker T on the microphone.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Talking about this and that. How you doing, Corey? You feeling all right? All right, we got smiles from Corey. That's what I got to do. Okay, so we were trying the wireless. We were trying the headphones. We tried everything with the kitchen sink, and it didn't work out. Yeah, now we're going to try cooling off. Yeah, I'm going to hide under the collar. Yeah, Macho Manitoban's ready to bust out. Yeah, dig it. Ah.
Now, let me Macho Manitoban, I got a question for you.
I'm ready. You got questions, I got answers. All right, dig it. Fire away.
All right, Brundo, he may have had a little bathroom emergency the other day. Took a dump while his wife was in the shower. Would the Macho Man have ever done that to Miss Elizabeth?
Nobody takes a dump in front of Miss Elizabeth. Not even Elizabeth takes a dump in front of Elizabeth. And even if it tries, gonna get their head bumped, okay? Sags, he didn't learn his lesson. Burping, farting, pissing in front of Miss Elizabeth. I don't even like to use that language because, you know, the Macho Manitoban's parental guidance. Yeah, I don't use those F-bombs. I don't use the dirty words, double T, had some pleasure, and Brundle. I'm gonna give me a bar of soap. I'm gonna wash your mouth out right there, right there, right there. Here.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
So let's understand that Miss Elizabeth is all class. Special shout out to my manager, Miss Elizabeth Sarasota. I will admit she burps in front of me. I'll give you that much. All right, now let's keep it classy.
Oh boy, this might be a touchy question. Is there a world where you go NWO Macho and you get a Gorgeous George?
Well, you guys gotta understand that a woman half your age is 3 times the trouble right there. Yeah, it's not worth it. I advise you look for some gray hairs, look for a couple of wrinkles around the temples, because the Macho Manitobans had his fair share of Gorgeous Georges, and it's always trouble, especially the ones who party like it's 1999. I don't know what that means, but anyway, I'm trying to keep it age appropriate, if you understand what I mean. Yeah.
I think I'm
I might
picking.
branch out the costumes. I would like to someday get myself if the look is right, I might go for a cowboy hat, but that's not the look I'm going for. I'm going for a World Heavyweight Championship right there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 1988 forever, brother.
Weren't you just holding the Intercontinental title?
Get them both. Where's the belt? I'm talking about, number one. Dig it.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I got all the gold. I got all the diamonds. I got everything, brother.
All right, but you got one of these, brother?
Oh.
Wow. I stand upstaged. Nice one, Double T. That is really awesome. That was a really cool figurine bust of like this big. All right, I don't have that, but I've got this one. Dun, 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 dun. And don't forget, not my favorite, the Macho King. But
You didn't like
otherwise,
being king?
that was not my favorite era. However, in retrospect, I do have to say now, Sensational Sherry, I didn't much like her at the time, but I have to give her respect because she was a former world heavyweight champion in the AWA and the WWF. And let me tell you something about Sherry Martel. The day she decided to announce she wanted to be a professional wrestler, the big redneck promoter stood up, walked up to her, and slapped her in the face. And she said to him, "Is that all you got?" She was tough as nails. She knocked out Hulk Hogan. I heard him say it on Joe Rogan. She hit Hacksaw Duggan so hard, the Macho Man freaked out and said, "It wasn't me. She hit ya." Sherry Martel. Right. She was now, in retrospect, hats off to her. Gone too soon, like all of them, unfortunately.
No shit.
Who's on the soundboard? I heard that. Or was that live?
Oh, that's the soundboard.
The pleasure.
Yeah, the handsome of pleasure. You think he's handsome?
Yeah, so that's right. I do appreciate, though, that Macho Man had the resurgence, and I gotta say that he did look pretty cool in the NWO. I wasn't a fan of the cowboy hat, but even that is, everything Macho is all right with me, yeah.
Now, Macho Manitoban, what is your relation with the legendary Wrestling Obsession podcast?
Yeah, that's a podcast that doesn't quite have the credibility of the Shining Wizards, but we're working on it, yeah. We're stretching out our networks. We're stretching everybody that steps into the ring. We've been going for 2 years, and we started on the anniversary of Saturday night's main event. We decided relive our youth. Fountain of youth right there on the internet. Saturday night's main event was absolutely transformational in my life and the life of my co-host, Mr. Corey Draper, who I spent the first 5 minutes of the podcast slapping around. And he's the brains. He's driving the wheel. Yeah, he's the captain of the ship. He chooses the plan. And what we do is we take the retro wrestling and we go blow by blow. We choose a couple of matches every week, and we describe it right from the collar and elbows to the Shining Wizards, except for we don't really have a lot of that move. I don't think it's been invented yet. And we go everywhere we can. We've covered Japan, a little New Japan, a little bit of All Japan, a little bit of Mid-Japan, man. We got ourselves UWF Mid-South. We've been to Florida, of course. I got to tell you something right now. We are dyed-in-the-wool AWA. My man Corey Draper, he was watching Mad Dog Bashaw when he was still in diapers. Not Mad Dog, my co-host, yeah. As a matter of fact, he'll be in diapers in a couple decades right back there watching Mad Dog again. Yeah. So we're AWA through and through. Rick Martel's my world heavyweight champion, and I got a glimpse of Hulk Hogan on the television on Rocky 2 and in person. I met the man, Rocky 3. Yeah. Okay, finally, Corey scores a point. Yeah, Corey. Redemption for the manager. Yeah. Thanks, Dave. All right, now he's feeling good. So we love the AWA. I got to see, gentlemen, if you don't mind, I felt the Road Warrior pop in person. My brother was a fan of heavy metal, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Motley Crue, and so I got exposed to the music of the 80s, even though I was only 12 years old. And when Iron Man played him on a big arena, the whole place exploded, including me. They were wrestling the Fabulous Ones, and I was a mark for them, too. It blew my little mind to see the Road Warriors and the Fabulous Ones clash at the Winnipeg Arena right there. And I'm trying to blow your minds right now. Dig it.
I got to ask then. You mentioned minds getting blown and huge pops.
Oh, we're back to the dirty questions, are we? All right, I was warned.
But you're talking AWA. I mean, did Buck Zumhoff ever come across you?
Whoa,
man, double T. Whoa, yeah. That's you got the shot right there. No response required. I was watching Rock and Roll Buck Zumhoff on the television, and nowadays the kind of guy that you wouldn't stand behind or in front of. And Rock and Roll Buck Zumhoff, but he did have the ghetto blaster and the Elvis suit. He was a bit like Honky Tonk Man, if you will, because of that rock and roll gimmick. And I remember Bobby Heenan smashed his huge ghetto blaster, crushed it, stomped it. And then he came on the television with a teeny tiny little transistor radio, all apologetic. He said, Mr. Zumhoff, I'd like to apologize, and I got you a new radio. Yeah.
The Serpent of Pleasure is a Minnesota guy.
Oh, Rick Rude, Road Warriors, Barry Darsaw. I understand that one little club, all the bouncers went on to be famous wrestlers. Yeah, Minnesota. And I happen to be a fan there, Mr. Pleasure. Turns out Corey and I went down to Minnesota more than once. We came down there to see Dinosaur Jr., and Corey got pulled over, got a speeding ticket. Yeah, we weren't even old enough to drink. We didn't have tickets. And we found a Winnipegger at the liquor store. We were trying to buy booze. He was older than us, so we bought our booze. The drinking age is lower here in Canada. And then we didn't have tickets to the show, but we were in line, and we found a little spot where they were selling the last 100 tickets, and so we got in. And I looked, that was First Avenue, Mr. Pleasure. Uh-huh. And I went back there about a year ago with my mom, and we had a great time in Minneapolis, the Twin Cities there. And I'm a big fan. It's the closest place to Winnipeg that's really worth driving to. I mean, 6 hours. If you're going to go anywhere in 6 hours, I'd say go to Minneapolis from Winnipeg. Otherwise, you're only going to get to like Regina.
Now, I've thought about taking a day trip up there to Winnipeg. If I were to do that, Macho Manitoban, what can I expect?
You can expect an elbow drop from the top rope, and then I'm going to put you in a side headlock, and then I'm going to... Now, I'll tell you what, we would be delighted to show you around Winnipeg. Yeah, it would be our pleasure, the legendary Wrestling Obsession podcast. We'd even have you on our show if you do us the honor of appearing. We'd make a special accommodation right in this very garage. High tech right here. You saw that we're technical geniuses already. Yeah. Corey's in charge. He's the man. I'm the talent right there, brothers. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I want to talk to you guys about a show that we're promoting. You can buy on the internet a play that I wrote and performed this summer at the Winnipeg Fringe Festival. Here's the poster. Oh, yeah, there's the full. I'm like the fabulous ones. I'm selling gimmicks at, popcorn time right there. Yeah. All right, nobody's shelling out money yet for any pictures of me. But we have a thing called the Winnipeg Fringe Festival. And once upon a time, Mr. Pleasure, I visited Minneapolis for their Fringe Festival. You ever heard of it? You have? He's nodding. All right. So I was there way back in the day with an improv troupe. And we stayed in a place affectionately known as the Crack Stacks. That ring a bell, Pleasure? Is that where you're living? Are you shacked up with the Crack Stacks over there?
I'm a little bit closer to you than I am the Crack Stacks.
All right, you want to fill everybody in and
toot.
All right, maybe we'll leave that one alone. I already did. I was pretty nice to Minneapolis. Let's just leave it there. I'm going to quit while I have my head. He knows what I'm talking about.
Crack Stack, Minneapolis. It's a historical nickname for the Riverside Plaza, a large apartment complex with distinctive, colorful panels in Minnesota.
Yeah, we didn't have the internet back in 1988. You got me there, Double T.
After that, it's not. It doesn't really get any more positive than that. We'll just leave it at that. There's a lot of ID channel shows about this Crack Stacks.
Yeah, well, I survived the Crack Stacks. Yeah. And also, I would like to say, because we're pretty, my apologies to the denizens of Minneapolis. If I've offended anybody, I didn't mean it. Macho Manitoban is a unifier. Yeah, I'm bringing people together. I don't care what you look like, what you do. I want everybody to get along. Except you three. Bam, boom, bam.
Boom. I mean, that seems a bit hypocritical. You and the Hulkster don't get along.
Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, let me tell you something. I met him in real life, and I'll tell you about it. Oh, right. I was about to tell them. If you want to see that display of the poster. It's on Patreon, and it only costs, I think, $5. Well, I'll hold it one more time. Now, in this play, I talk about meeting Hulk Hogan in real life. And I'll tell you guys that once upon a time, there was a preliminary wrestler named Agent Orange. And Agent Orange would put a pouch of orange jello powder in his tights. And then when the referee wasn't looking, he would blind the opponent with the orange powder. Yeah. So one night, when he was touring with Hulk Hogan and sharing a locker room, when Hogan wasn't looking, Warren put the orange powder in Hogan's boots. Years later, I met the Hulkster, and he confirmed he had socks as orange as a pumpkin time at Halloween. And if you want the full-length version of the story of how I met Hulk Hogan, then go to Patreon, legendarywrestlingobsession.com. You can either follow us there, become a member, and watch it that way, or a one-time purchase. The show is called Randy and Elizabeth, a savage love story. And let me tell you something. It was a savage love story. It'll break your heart, yeah. And I was on the cover of the paper right there. There's the Winnipeg Free Press and the Macho Manitoban making a splash.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh. And then it got even better than that. I got myself a review in the paper, and it went pretty well. So, can you find that one, Corey?
You're like you're Lanny Poffoing yourself right now.
Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to make a living. Not everybody's got 30,000 followers like you guys. Yeah.
How
Go
many?
to MachoManitoban.com and drop a dime. I'll come to your birthday party, your wedding social, and I'll Lanny Poffle right up for you.
Really?
You guys heard of the another Canadian? There's me beside the those other stoners. Trailer Park Boys, yeah.
Oh, Trailer Park Boys. All right.
Yeah,
look
all
at
right.
you.
Now, enough with the shameless promos. I appreciate that. That was a disgraceful display of self-promotion from a guy who's trying to make a buck. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
I thought that was good.
All right. Yeah.
You did get the Lenny Poffo reference, though, right?
Well, I don't think I did. Not the way you guys were laughing. I think there's something I don't know.
You never heard
Something I don't know about Leaping Lanny.
You don't know the thing your brother can apparently do to himself?
Was it he could something to do with his private parts? And he could. Oh God, yeah. Oh Jesus, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money for that one. Oh my God. Yeah, thank God I got my coach here in the corner.
Do that. If you do that in the one
Who said that? Was that you, Double T? Hey, it's pleasure. You better bring your tag team partner. Yeah, come on, twist him into a pretzel and dip him in some mustard right there.
He's not.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it.
I'll tell you, I'm going out to Minnesota in a couple weeks for the Handsome of Pleasure's birthday, and I want him to take me to the old folks' home where Vern Gagne killed that guy.
Just a point of interest. Yeah, that's well,
You just said there's
we
nothing
talk
to
about-
do in the area, so let's go. I'm not going to Crack Stack either.
No, I don't recommend it. No, but they have a nice tour. Oh yeah, that's right. The Vern Gagne, the master of the finger rake. Front side, back side.
Yes,
He was a cheater.
That's kind of a useless move unless you don't cut your fingernails.
Well, I believe that's how we won all those state championships with the finger. It wasn't illegal back when Vern was wrestling the amateur circuit. Yeah. Oh.
Now, Macho Manitoban, Bob Backlund, Vern Gagne.
Oh, well, let's see now. Of course, I have to assume both men are in their prime, or, is this a match in 1980? In which case, you got to go Bob Backlund.
Yes.
Both men in their prime, I might say Vern Gagne. I think
Well, it's
he
been
might have
nice
been more
having you on.
decorated.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said it's been nice having you on here.
Well, let me tell you something about Bob Backlund. Steve Kern was considered in the same role. They were going to take him up from Florida because his father was a prisoner of war. Instead, Steve Kern became a fabulous one, and Bob Backlund was, he wasn't flashy, but he was a big boy, and he could tie you up. Even the 300-pounders, Backlund, he could lock them up, and he could stretch you. There's no doubt about his ability to wrestle legitimately, Bob Backlund and Vern Gagne. I don't know if either of them won any medals, but lots of championships, I suppose. Now I know where your allegiance lies. You're a Backlund, and you don't appreciate. Well, I'm not sure that I appreciate Vern Gagne, except for we did enjoy watching the AWA until it folded, which is kind of the focus of the Legendary Wrestling Inception podcast. We're looking right at the time where all the territories shut down and the WWF took over.
Now, let me ask you this. You mentioned the AWA folding. Any coincidence they folded when they made Larry Zbyszko the world champion?
You son of a bitch.
Larry Zbyszko, There's a guy mentored by Bruno Sammartino. And the way Sammartino tells it, he made him go to college before he trained him. And Zbyszko went and got himself 4 years under his belt. And then he came back to Vern Gagne and said, I kept my word. No, not Vern Gagne, sorry. Correction. Bruno Sammartino, his mentor. And Sammartino kept his word and he trained Zbyszko. And then one of the hottest heel turns of all time was Larry Zbyszko turning on Sammartino. And that was maybe a bigger draw, if not as big as Andre Hogan in Shea Stadium. I'm a fact checker. Yeah, I'm on track. Yeah, that's what I think happened. And I never really particularly appreciated Zbyszko when I watched him in the AWA, but that's because I was a mark. Now I think Zbyszko, well, I don't know. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, go ahead. Cut me off. I dare you.
No,
You
I
like
love
him?
him.
Good.
I love him.
I now appreciate them way more. Everybody that got on my nerves back in the day, I appreciate them a lot more now. For example, I never watched Buzz Sawyer until this journey of the Legendary Wrestling Obsession. But now I see that Buzz Sawyer can take bumps as well as anybody I've seen, like Buddy Roberts. He has his own genius. And I never saw him wrestle until 2 years, within the last 2 years, researching for the Legendary Wrestling Obsession.
Is there anybody that along your way here for the Legendary Wrestling Obsession, outside of, obviously you mentioned Buzz Sawyer, but outside of Buzz Sawyer, is there even enhancement talent that has really kind of jumped off the screen to you?
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about the Duke of Dorchester, Pete Doherty. Yeah. He was fantastic. And he was, would that be Philly, I think, or Boston? Boston, yeah. So he did some commentary. In the commentary, he sounds like Gilbert Godfrey, but in the ring, he was amazing. I've seen very few entertainers as committed, excluding myself. The bit. You got to stick with the bit, man. Yeah. And Pete Doherty was on the first Saturday Night's Main Event. And I said to Corey, who's this joker? Now he's one of my favorite wrestlers.
It's fantastic.
We are.
And he even got a win over. They gave him a win over Poffo. I thought he got one. Wasn't it Bundy that he scored a victory?
He didn't beat Bundy. He
Oh,
Bundy.
a count out is a win. I don't want to hear any more about Poffo. It's off limits. You mention him again. All right. If any of you mention Poffo again, I'm going to beat up Corey. So he's on your conscience.
If you're just joining us, the Macho Manitoban is with us. He's from the Legendary Wrestling Obsession Leg, WWA RE Obsession on Twitter. It's across the bottom. Facebook page, Legendary Wrestling Obsession. Instagram at legendary_wrestling_obsession. Patreon.com/Legendary Wrestling Obsession. YouTube.com/@Legendary Wrestling Obsession. You guys just dropped an episode about 2 weeks ago. Rock and Wrestling, some interviews, and then the first round matches in the Battle Royal of WrestleMania 4. And it seemed like in the podcast, it'd been a minute since you had sat down and watched this WrestleMania. What are some of your favorite moments from this WrestleMania 4?
Well, we were very early into it, but of course, retroactively, I got to say that seeing Elizabeth on Randy Savage's shoulder was a highlight. And if you didn't have that, then you wouldn't have the full completion of the story at WrestleMania 7. So Elizabeth perched on the shoulder of the world champion. I got to change belts here. Yeah. That moment at WrestleMania 4 will live forever because my favorite moment is WrestleMania 7. Yeah, when Randy and Elizabeth get back together. But WrestleMania 4, what I do like to watch that. Now I know the history of DiBiase and Jim Duggan. When I see them wrestle at WrestleMania 4, I understand these guys have traded championships and worked together for a long time in the Mid-South. And when I see WrestleMania 4 now, I understand the lineage of Don Morocco, Billy Superstar Graham. I'm a little more interested now in Butch Reed because he was very shortly lived in the WWF, but we're only into the first hour, so I probably could answer that question a little better once we get into round 2, 3, and the finals. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you, if you saw Lex Luger, would you push him out of his wheelchair because of what he did to Elizabeth, allegedly?
Well, Lexi, not everybody can stay positive 100% of the time, okay? And Lexi's working on it on his own. We've had our ups and downs, but he's trying to work through it. And, I've made my peace with just about everybody. And I'm not exactly the kind of guy to push somebody out of his wheelchair. Maybe Corey, but yeah.
Would you tap him in his nuts? Just walk right by real quick?
Yeah, ask him what
Well,
what
it seems to me that it looks like the universe took care of Lex Luger. If you want to be a revenge-minded person, you could say that. I mean, looks to me like he suffered quite a bit. And I gotta say this: I believe in the power of redemption and forgiveness. And that's why WrestleMania 7, when Elizabeth forgives Randy, why? What's he done to deserve it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She forgives him because she loves him. I believe in redemption. It's the most powerful thing in the universe besides macho madness. Yeah, dig it. And I am the cream of the crop. Available for birthday parties. Do not request a Lanny. Wedding socials. Well, if the chicks are hot enough, I'll give it a try. Yeah, bring it on.
I mean, look, I bet you the reviews that you get from the Lanny would be.
Where are you reading those?
Wizards, you guys are cheeky, just like a Rock and Roll Express prank. Let me tell you, those guys. Yeah, the oil check. You guys have heard of that one,
At least it's not a Jimmy Del Rey prank.
Whoa, hey now.
The Heavenly Bodies, was he also a fabulous one ever? No? Okay, Heavenly Bodies.
Jimmy Del Rey.
Okay, lay it on me. I don't know that one. He worked with Stan Lane, though, right?
He was Jimmy Graffiti in WCW, too.
Jimmy Graffiti. Graffiti's illegal. Just so you know. Hey, one more thing about Minneapolis.
Oh.
Last time I was there, they still hadn't legalized. You could buy chocolate bars and drinks, but you couldn't buy. I don't know what you're vaping up there, Snake Man. But Minneapolis, where's everybody else located? Brundo, where are you? Where are you situated?
Oh, I'm right in New Jersey.
New Jersey, Atlantic City, WrestleMania 4. Yeah.
And 5.
And 5. Yeah.
And 5. You're right about that. Yeah.
And
I
this
don't
past
talk about
SummerSlam.
WrestleMania 5. That subject's off limits. See that right there? Man. Oh, man.
Upside down, dude. There you go.
I saw that. Thanks. Oh, man. That was upside down, Corey. That's another beating you're getting.
Wait, we can't talk about 3. We can't talk about 5. But 7's okay. Even in defeat, you find love.
I don't mind talking about WrestleMania 3, the greatest match of all time. And Randy Savage, he knew when to put his ego aside for the sake of the show. Randy allegedly whispered to Ricky the Dragon as the referee counted 1, 2, 3. We got him, Dragon. Even in defeat, Macho Man's greatest matches are when he laid his shoulder to the mat and he put somebody over. Yeah, because Macho Man understood the business. Dig it.
Yeah, no, I agree. He definitely, he did. I had a thought.
Where are you at, T? Double T, where are you? Where do you live?
I'm in Jersey too. Me and Brundo, and then Tony, who's not here. These are his wonderful drops.
It's a hand job kind of night, isn't it?
We're all New Jersey guys. We brought Minnesota in because I like his style. He does a nice retro wrestling podcast too. The Year of Duke and Rogue. I know Duke is in the chat. So, and now we're the Wizards, or we've been the Wizards.
We'll have to check that out.
Oh yeah.
Great. Oh yeah. And I'm really grateful for you guys bringing us on. Yeah, it's been a good chance for us to expand our parameters. Yeah, expanding the horizons. That's right. Legendary Wrestling. One more thing, I do have a website, MachoManitoban.com. And what I'm hoping to do is come to a Comic-Con near you. I'm trying to travel the world with my show. It's a 45-minute one-man show. I'm going to cross Canada with it in 2026. I'm going to go from the East Coast to the West Coast of Canada, yeah. And maybe I'll even consider returning to Minneapolis for your friends, Mr. Pleasure. But if I do, we're going to have a couple beers, you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely. Sign me up. I hope it happens.
Dig it!
Is
What
there
is,
there any mention of Stephanie McMahon in the show by any chance?
Whoa.
Man, you guys are really interested in the adventures of Randy Savage's lower parts. Yeah. I don't know much about that. I mean, Stephanie McMahon seems like I don't know. Do you think she's been good as a CEO?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
I wouldn't know.
She could tell me what to do.
Allegedly, Macho Man may have been channeling his inner Buck with his relationship with Stephanie.
Oh my goodness. Well, she
Depends on what
survived
state
it,
you
didn't
live
she?
in.
She's a tough lady. If that's the case, then my goodness, there's not much you can say. That's
All right, Macho Man, we got a couple questions we ask all of our guests.
all right. Fire away. Yeah.
Does the Macho Man put deodorant on when he gets out of the shower?
Well, it's kind of slippery. I mean, don't you need to get a little bit of traction going? If it's too soon, then I think it could be called a misapplication. So I got to wait, I think, a couple of minutes. And it's also very important to get those macho pheromones a chance to flow. Yeah, I don't want the ladies to miss out on the masculinity of Macho Manitoban's madness. Yeah.
Wait, you got Liz though. You can't. What are you doing?
Well, yeah, but I gotta keep her around. You understand? Yeah, those magnetic, macho, magnificent multitudes.
All right, socks in the house. Do you wear socks in the house?
Depends on the season. In winter, pretty much for sure. We got a winter up here that'll make Minneapolis look like Miami. Yeah. Actually, I gotta say, your winters are pretty hardcore in Minneapolis. But it's even worse up here. So socks in the winter, No socks in our summer, which is about 2.5 weeks.
Now, Macho Manitoban, have you ever done your laundry in, say, like a porta-john?
Well, a porta-john. No, I have not resorted to such desperate measures.
Okay.
But I will say that I'm now somewhat accustomed to when I do my 45-minute show, I work up a sweat. Yeah. And after the show, people will come up to me and take photographs. And occasionally somebody would put their hand on my shoulder and go, ew. So I work up a sweat when I do the show, 45 minutes of waving my arms around and doing the macho impression. And so what was the question?
Porta-john.
Porta-john? Man, you guys got 30 minds.
Oh, wow.
That stuff's all blue. It's disgusting.
Because Double T likes to do his laundry in the porta-john. Now, will you? Macho Man, you got class, right?
Oh yeah, very classy.
Nothing but class, right? So,
especially in front of Miss Elizabeth, it's all class.
All class.
You're gonna roll.
All class, no ass.
I'm with you. A little bit of ass, but not much. I've
Saturn,
seen
Jupiter, and Uranus. Yeah, we got to put it all in code language there.
I've seen her take her skirt off. There's not much ass there, but I will say that you close the door when you're taking a shit in the bathroom, right? You'll close the door behind you when you take a shit, because there is a member of the panel here that just takes the shit, leaves doors wide open.
Absolutely, yeah. Close the door, lock the door, turn on the tap, and dig into the latest episode of who's reading what on the crapper now? Yeah, Gorilla Monsoon. Oh yeah, we're big fans of there it is. We love the gorilla around here, that's for sure. Even the more he screws up and Bobby has to cover him, the better we like it.
And of course, Macho, last but not least, when was the last time you shit your pants?
Let me check my watch. I have a rule. Any soiled shorts go in the bin. No exceptions.
Yep.
There we go.
You do not wash. You do not wash.
What if you wash in a porta-john? Does that?
I didn't wash my underwear in a porta-john, you fuck nut. I cleaned them out.
Cleaned out.
Clean them out.
Aha, we got some, some open wounds here. Yeah. Well, you don't want to get any of that porta potty in the open wound. That's real bad news.
Yeah, and the water that comes out of the faucet is not blue, okay? It's not drinking water, but it's water.
What porta-john are you in that has water?
I work in a fancy town, okay?
That actually makes it sound halfway acceptable. If the water's not blue, I might consider washing something. And
I didn't
in a porta potty.
I just had to clean the shart out of my underwear so I could go back to work.
If the water's not
I
blue,
think that's acceptable.
So we could go back to work handling food, Mach.
I wash my fucking hands.
Unjustifiably in a position I'd rather not be in. Well, I can recommend is just try to eat, unexciting food. Cut down on the sharks. Keep it bland. Yeah.
You're getting older. It's not easy. They sneak up
it's
on
not
you.
easy. I'm getting older, yeah, I am. But unlike the Macho Man, I'm not dying the gray. I'm keeping it real so far.
I like that.
But someday I'll start dying and living.
I'll leave you with this, Macho. Did you know today is Bruno Sammartino's 90th birthday?
I didn't know that. Did you know that Bruno Sammartino and his mother were lined up by a bunch of Nazi scumbags during World War II, and they were about to shoot him dead until some other Italian partisans showed up and rescued little Bruno Sammartino next to his mother. And she told him, we're going to a better place. You're never going to be hungry or cold again. And Bruno, little Bruno, who lived to be, well, is he still alive? No. All right. So he did pass away, but his life was on the line. Go check out that interview. Bruno Sammartino is a story from childhood. It'll blow your mind.
Do you think his mother had a mustache?
Well,
you know, them Italian women, they're pretty hairy.
Randy's middle name was Mario, and he's an Italian. The whole Angelo, the unmentionable. And, you know, the Italians, let me tell you something. They are the lovers, Romeo, Rocky, and Randy. Yeah.
Do you have a base? Now I know you played baseball, but do you have like a team you root for? Please don't say the Cardinals.
In baseball, well, the Cardinals cut the Macho Man so they can go to hell.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not about my favorite team. It's all about who must suffer, and that would be the Cardinals. Yeah.
Well, Macho.
We've only got the Toronto team to cheer for in Canada, and their heyday was back in the 90s or something. Back-to-back World Series.
Yeah, but they're beating the Yankees.
So
beating the brakes off the Yankees right now.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good right now.
Here you go. But we like to watch hockey around here. Yeah, that's our style. You got the Devils,
Yep.
and the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, we're in the Wild. We got lots of history with them. Not so much the Devils. I see them play fairly rarely, but the Wild, we've met them in the finals, and I'd say we got some heat with the Wild. Yeah.
I'll tell you this: I actually will cheer for the Canadian teams before I'll cheer for the Wild. So that's
all right. Well, that's the next thing we can do when you show up in Winnipeg, there, Mr. Pleasure. So that's Kevin, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. Winnipeg Jets, this is our season. We're going to take the Stanley Cup and we're going to bash it over the head of the LA Knights and anybody else who gets in our way. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Macho Manitoban, this was a blast.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. I've had a good time too. A few laughs and lots of lots of blue humor, blue fluid. I'm into it. Yeah, dig it.
All right, well, anytime you want to come back and hang out,
Please,
you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
Definitely work on that DDP yoga so you can start poffoing during your one-man show.
Might have to have a vertebrae or two removed.
That what Lanny did? What's the secret? Or did he have a giant hog?
I think it's the giant Italian sausage is probably hit the scales right there.
Oh, my goodness. Guys.
And with that, hit the music. The Macho Manitoban is out. Thank you very much, Channel Lizard Podcast. Oh, yeah. #1. Dig it. Ooh, ah.
Oh my.
Oh, that was
well, look, if you got I highly recommend checking out the Legendary Wrestling Obsession at Leg WRE Obsession on Twitter. If you put in Legendary Wrestling Obsession in Spotify, the podcast comes right up. It looks like they do an episode once every 2-3 weeks. Definitely check it out. I'll be checking it out more. I checked out this last episode. Man, he was fucking great.
Amazing. I want him.
awesome.